Yay, we do love frogs. All right, Fiction Fangirl, very interesting. Coming in on Pokemon Stadium. Now we are going to be coming out with this Falco Fox Gaming. Now, what I do right there, really important. Okay. We're going to be making sure that we're catching Fox out of the air with our laser and also with our shine. And we're going to be trying to do throws quickly to pressure this person. Oh, interesting. They moved right around. They really knew where I wanted to go. They saw the DI. That was good. Platform. We're going to call them out. Now, I noticed they wanted to shine stall and go low. A lot of people want to jump to edge. Very common right now. So what I do, I waited. I tried to cover other things with my other lasers. Saw that wasn't going to happen. So what I do, I went and punished them. I want to grab them. I'm going to try. That does work at 0. Not anything Fox can do about it. And they did not time their side B effectively. So, of course, what am I doing there? I'm trying to drag them down for an easier edge guard. They're waiting for my laser and then going up above me. Notice how they're running around my shield and then putting out a move. They're not attacking right away, which is really good. I'm just trying to play off their SDI. Good. Just trying to play off their SDI again. Notice they were kind of holding in a lot, so we're just going to go ahead and punish that. You can kind of see that they have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good starts, but we're if they're not able to finish the kill, not able to get a kill move, it's going to change things. I didn't know when it was going to happen, so I just kept mashing. So these platforms are going to give Fox much more room to move, as you can see. So there's the gap between down air, down smash. They can punish in. Oh, nice angle. That's going to be a mix-up coming out from me. Now, of course, I could have just forward smashed as I've done before, but I wanted to punish them for holding in, so that's what I did. Whoop. A bit of a mistake there. We're going to let them just hit. Get pushed away by the shield push. Notice we want to come up at an angle so that we're not getting punished directly by shield drop. They're going to hold out this time, so we're going to punish with our down air. We're going to drift out a little bit, so we're going to punish with our down air. Now, you can't ride the wall well with Fox on the stage, so it's going to be a much easier edge guard for us. Notice they moved away right to the spacing where they could get a punish. We're trying to hit them in the backs because they were set up for the shield drop. Oh my, went right through the laser. Good edge dash. Oh, laser the wrong way. Doesn't matter, they were on a platform. Almost got the punish. Wow. We're just going to kind of push them up and out because they would have been able to SDI in and live on down air. Get that top platform. We're going to get the heck out. We're looking out for back air. Fox is going to, that's going to be the main way Fox kills us right here. Oh my. Didn't think that was going to happen. And again, their SDI was just a little too good. Playing on your SDI is a tactic that some people can have. And that is going to be a way that we can do that. So if we hit them with a move that normally would send them too far away, if they SDI it in, we're going to be able to follow up with another hit. Now, of course, we couldn't down air, which would have been the most ideal, but Nair is going to send them out when they're still holding away, which is going to give us a better punish, more damage than we would have had otherwise. So, of course, kind of what are we thinking about how all this turned out? Yes, they had more opportunities because of the platform, but what could they have done a little bit more? That when they had me in a tech chase situation, they could have tech chased me a little bit harder. They could open me up with a little bit more back here. So, like, they would get in good positions, get good hits, but they weren't able to quite finish out the stock. So of course there are things like getting a back air, hitting me with my startup with a nair or an up smash, or the jab. getting on a platform, making me come to them, and then they can counter hit. You saw them get in a position to do that a couple times. You can see them, I mean, there are lots of things that you could be doing right there. If you sit on shield on platform for too long, though, of course, you can get shield poked, or just hit outright. You don't want to sit there for too long trying to bait your shield drop. But yeah, it was a very interesting match. You saw us play around SDI. You saw a little bit of combo mix-ups. You saw a little bit of edge guarding, and good angling by the Fox, getting around some of my down airs. And of course, if I just timed down smash a little bit better, then I would be able to get at least one of those. But you saw the one, I did a really well-timed down air down smash, and they were still able to get around it. So it's going to show you that you can make it back even on stages where it can be kind of hard to do that, like Battlefield. Let's see. You saw that I wasn't spamming lasers constantly. You saw that I was able to link some things off of down throw, giving you guys a little bit more hope for conversions at varying percents. And you also saw that when I did a quick up throw early on, maybe I got them to think about that a little more. You also saw me playing off their DI with certain nairs, with certain shine up beats, things like that. So making sure that you're always keeping your DI tricky is going to be an integral part of your success as well. But of course, there are many more ththings that both I and my opponent could be doing. But hopefully this stuff's kind of interesting to you guys now. Anyway, GG's Fictions Fangirl, and thank you guys for watching. Unranked Marths have big hands. Yeah, especially when they're rolling back. All right, we got a based Falcon coming in. They're going to be able to use platforms to get around my lasers. You saw he actually used Nair to go over my lasers, so we're actually going to be shooting more mid-height lasers. Oh, and that's the lasting hitbox of down air staying out, kind of showing you why a constant hitbox, one that's constantly out, is good, because you're going to be able to make sure that even if you miss, you're still getting a good opening. Whoa, a little too hot, a little bit too low to get my punish, but this person's not going to be there to intercept. So they needed to make sure they were intercepting, and they just did not. So again, that's kind of what we were talking about some of the Marth game. Falcon can also true sweet spot the edge, so you can sometimes go out there just to get the punish. Oh no. And we accidentally turned around. We could have just down aired there, but down smash is just going to hit. Because Falcon percent was too low, he's not going to be able to tech it. And that's the downside of being that heavy. Falcon did laser, or take laser jab, which is good. And you can see some of these trades coming out. I did not get my turn around. I held down, so I wasn't able to get punished. There you go. Now, see, that's the counter, especially when Falco's at higher percent, to calling out your double jump to edge. You just rise with an aerial. Now, if I was at 0, this would not work so well for this person. But because I wasn't, they're okay. Notice we catch their wake up with an aerial. You have time to do that when someone's getting up. You don't have to wait for them to put their shield up. So many people get up late. Now I'm going to be switching to Puff matchup. It's going to be a lot slower. Puff, of course, going to be using more jumps to get around lasers. Now Falcon was actually doing this too, but Puff's going to be going a lot higher. So what am I going to do? I'm going to try and shoot lasers when Puff's on the ground or when Puff's about to hit the ground. Notice when Puff, I thought Puff was going to stay in the air, so I stopped. There's my Nair, trying to snipe Puff out of the air. And then we're going to be doing up tilt and a shine. I'm not sure what the DI was. This stage is going to have a slightly lower ceiling than on other stages. We moved away right when we got hit. We didn't want Puff to get close. When Puff is close, she's going to be able to open us up a lot. I tried to do a jump, but I unfortunately just ran off the stage. That is okay. Because the Puff DI'd out there, they lived. That was good DI on their part. We might be able to mix up an aerial to get a punish on that later. Shine too small. Oh. Up tilt is a good shield poke move by Puff. Worth considering. So again, there's the good DI away. And that's good drift away. You saw that the Puff actually drifted away to avoid an approaching aerial, then come in and punish. But of course, up throw lasers are actually going to be hard for Puff to DI. And because Puff is so light, it's going to hit her really quickly. So that's going to lead to a punish by me. And because I hadn't been doing a lot of grabbing, I'm able to get a punish there. I want to see if she'd react it. They didn't expect a second back air to come out, so when the first one comes out, they're not usually looking for it. They did a forward air because it worked on me before, but this time I was spaced. Rolling away is not so bad when Puff's recovering, because she can't really chase you down otherwise. Well, that's not a down air. That's the danger of shield pressuring Puff. We went for a bit of a mind game there. Been going down with aerials a lot. So we can look at how I'm doing the lasers. If Puff tries to go for a lower punish, then I'm just going to shoot. And then I saw that she wanted to jump over what I was doing a lot, so I'm just going to go ahead and try and get right above this person, or get right under them. I'm going to hit them going up, because normally all I could do right there is fair, try to turn around back here. I didn't have time to turn around back here, so we're just going to come in with up smash, so we don't have to go through a bunch of jump squats to do that. And it's going to be KO %. So that's something to kind of keep in mind for you Falco players out there. Of course, it works much better if you are Fox, but Falco's up smash is a little bit larger, so it can kind of work sometimes too, as Puff does extend her limbs as well when she's doing forward air, back air when she's moving away. When Puff does do aerials, it lets her drift a little bit farther. So you're going to be seeing that a lot, so it's actually something that you can snipe more, call out a little bit more with your up smash. That being said, you saw how the laser game was affecting playing with Puff. Notice how I wasn't always staying in one place. I was always moving around, because Puff is weaving around my space, trying to find a way to come in, trying to find a way to pressure me, trying to find a way to get those grabs. You saw how the up tilt shield poke, when Puff is on top of you, it can be very scary as Falco, because you might get grabbed, you might get jabbed, you might just get up tilted or something like that, and you have to be able to you have to be ready to DI quickly. What did we see that the Puff did really well? First of all, they weaved around my lasers fairly well a lot of times. We also saw that they held away on a lot of the shines on platforms and things like that, so I couldn't get true follow-ups. After I killed them with one shine early on the first stock, they knew that they had to start holding away, and they did, which was really good for them. You also saw a little bit of how they would get close to the ground, force me to laser, and then jump, so that put me in lag, put them in advantage, and then they could sort of manipulate me a little bit, which was really great on their part. They also were pretty protective around the edge. They mixed up how many jumps they needed to do to grab the edge on different sides of the stage, so that was really good as well. And yeah, so fun match. GG's to Based, and hope you guys learned something and enjoyed some of the Falco gaming.